way, taking over not only Cake twice, but also Marlon, that same tournament. Taking over two of the absolute pioneers of the standing idols of Rivals of Aether 2 competitive right now in one bracket setting, and one of them twice. You're an absolute animal with Zetterburn of all characters. Sophilo definitely making it work fantastically as we run right into the set number here, winners semifinals. CakeAssault recognized it yesterday, saying that he honestly was feeling a little shaken up here. Honestly saying like, yeah, I know I can do it, but I'm not feeling that confident. And someone of that stature, who's been running Rivals of Aether 1 for so long, to be getting Rivals of Aether 2 for so long, to say that is pretty insane.
Yeah, he may not be the most like unquestioned best in the game, best in the world at this game right now, at least not yet. But I mean, all the skills are still there to win it all, to understand the timings and to pick your opponent apart piece by painful piece. Sophie's just one of those players that can give Cake trouble because she plays so fast, so seamless, and so aware. I always say this again with Sophie on the screen. She's one of the best players at playing actively defensive.
So Ubel, we got a force burn. You love force burn.
I am a big fan.
Tell me about this.
This matchup's a little weird because while Sophie has all of the active defense in the world and has all of the awareness to try and make her recoveries as hard to interact with as possible, Zetterburn's recovery can get shut down by force burn very, very effectively. Down air, cake, back air, all of these tools are so good at really punishing and covering just about every angle Sophie can take. The problem is getting Sophie off stage. That will be where Cake can live or die and how neutral goes, because Zetter's on-stage game and combo game against force burn combo weight, so hard to deal with. But so far, Cake is doing a decent job at that. It has all the resources, but just is a little too low. The ledge hog there from Sophie, instantly evening up the stock count. And that's the problem. Sportsman's combo weight and just weight in general can be so good for Zetter to punish. It's just a matter of how many times can Force get Zetter off stage.
He's looking to right out here once more. With the aggressive forward air back from the ledge, doing a fantastic catching over and over. The parry coming out with the forward air into the up cape. Not going to find that one because, yeah, fireball right out of the corner. Forward air into the up strong though. Sophilo continuing to this advantage right now, catching on the back foot, deleting that clone, getting all the way down there with those wave dashes, covering that ledge to a T. With the delayed recovery from Sophilo, still going to punish you with that immediate forward strong of the cape into the dagger. CakeAssault has been letting it rip so far.
Yeah, a lot of it's just been instantaneous reactions and instantaneous inputs to... Wow, what an option from Sophie. The way that Cake is trying to shut down Sophie's offense is, hey, I know you want to dash in and do something to like dash and shine, but I'm going to let my cape rock. I'm going to let those daggers rock. I'm going to let these back airs, again, letting the dagger rock, never letting Sophie dash in for free. And once you start getting those fireballs out, you can parry them on reaction. Once you start getting these options out, you can let the answers come to you once you start playing at Cake's timing. And if you're playing at Cake's timing, well, proof is in the pudding.
Yo, CakeAssault playing game number one like he's Houdini, because all we're seeing is Cake. Like, he's great. Every single time, Sophilo is floating above the ledge, coming back from underneath the ledge, or just sitting underneath that platform in general. He's been so good. Typically going for like those forward strong one, the Cake conversion to something like a jab or a down tilt, goes for longer combos. Cake just letting her say, no, get Zetterburn off my stage. Get out of here. That's the way you play the matchup. You don't want to punish Zetterburn for that lackluster recovery. In a matchup like this, you can punish her super, super hard. But yeah, some of those recoveries are really good, but if you get sent off stage 10 times, eventually you're going to mess up 2 of those times, or 3 of those times. That's all that matters.
That's the ideal. That's the ideal for every player playing against Zetter and every player playing against Sophie. Despite her recoveries being so good, Zetter can only do so much. Yes, this conversion is just so good from Sophie. Completely undeterred. We talked plenty about CakeAssault, but I mean, this entire weekend, Sophilo called her shot. She says and is confident in her ability to win the whole thing this very weekend, and is trying to make a fantasy into reality here for at least this top 8. Game 1 going to Cake, but game 2 starting off very, very even. Another back air lands for Cake. Forward tilt to intercept. down air forcing off stage because there's a lack of resources. Roll on, that's a stock. Sophie getting those resources dwindle down until all you have to do is hold the ledge.
Using that smoke cure off stage to delay that recovery, forces Sophilo to overextend. The dash back out of the corner, pressuring that shield like there's nobody's down throw coming out. Gonna find the conversion there again on the F tilt with a forward air catching that DI outward. Sophilo, that's 50-50. So many different times, you have nowhere to go.
We're seeing why Cake isn't too reliant on using down tilt after these capes. Down tilt as well at low percents still loses to crouch cancel. So Cape down tilt isn't as safe as you expect, especially against Aether and how fast he can fall. So we're seeing the daggers come out. We're seeing a lot more back airs. And of course, those forward air trains instantaneously gonna get Sophie out of CC percent. But of course, Sophie's goal is exactly the same. Get this fast faller out of CC percent so I can up throw and do everything that I want to.
And Sophilo is turning up here 100% and counting, finds the conversion off of that shine. And like you mentioned, the deterrent of doing those lower percent combos from Cake leads us over to the more linear combo route. He's catching you off guard against Sophie. It gets that down there into the backer coming out on the part of CakeAssault again. Last stock scenario, even after losing that game 1, is alive and turning it up here.
Back air, attempted back air one getting shut down by Sophie yet again. Shine there off stage, grabs ledge, one shot, and then coverage. I mean, this is damage. This is igniting force burn. It's doing enough in order to get Cake out of those consistent defensive flowcharts, but man, oh man, hit fall fair. It instantly even things up. That frame 4 option is beautiful against a jump happy or at least approach happy player. Anything to deter an approach is what Cake is looking to do. And then play the advantage afterwards. Uh-oh, couple shines, but overshot it.
Delays that parry, they're going to find the forwarder. Not going to glue that up just yet. Sophilo sitting at the ledge with that pity fault. Going to set up that fire. Still going high for that forward strong and finds game number 2. And honestly, you were getting hit by Bitter Burn forward strong at ledge. You felt bad about yourself. Well, CakeAssault just got hit by that.
It happens.
So I feel you, dog. I've been there.
Yeah, that's a tough recovery route. Maybe Cake is expecting Sophie to play a little bit more focused on like grabbing ledge, since she had been doing that basically the entire time. But put down the down B, charge forward strong. You see 4s go low. You're saying, hey, sweet spot the ledge or explode at whatever percent. You know what? He exploded. Game number 3, going to Tempest Peak.
The big thing I saw at the end of that last game was Sophie mixing up the shield pressure and baiting out a parry to CakeAssault at the end. So not only did you find the stock at the end, I was going to say, most players would be deterred for going for that parry again. CakeAssault, however, saying, nah, I'm still going to do it because I'm that guy. That's tenacity.
The times that CakeAssault is just like right is really, really tough in order to keep up with sometimes, because he'll see the timings and just recognize, oh, this is the point in time where you're going to throw me a mix-up and throw me a curveball, or this is the time where you're going to stay stubborn and I'm gonna counterplay both of them to a T regardless of what you throw at me. He's swinging for the fences and making sure that every option is covered defensively, trying to play around dash grab, ends up working out all the same with that spot dodge. Oh, the coverage, these jump airs from ledge. Interesting.
Has a job catching the high recovery from Sophie. While getting back down there, the forward air catching her, drifting back in here for another forward air on that platform. Pressuring the shield once again with those parries. The shield pressure from Sophilo is getting called out time and time again. Out for the down tilt, finally that time into a nair. Catching a low recovery, is hanging out on the ledge. And CakeAssault making this look like another day in the office.
Yeah, oh my god, the special get up too, and you find a couple pairs. I mean, it was only 17%, but hey, every little bit counts, and 2 stocks to 1. You've got a lot of room to trade and work with your offense a little bit, but you can't get too comfortable. Sophie has the explosiveness of any player, has some of the highest explosiveness of any player out there in Rivals of Aether 2. Trying for the approaching fireball, but Cake is letting down tilt and crouch canceling do the talking. If Sophie wants to approach, she's got to bait something out like that parry.
Find a conversion there off the ledge. With higher their recovery, gonna find the falling up air again. Do a double shine. CakeAssault still undeterred. Like extra pressure there on that Tempest League platform. Gonna catch the special get up coming out there again. Fireball gonna delete that clone and get back on the ledge here. Sophie looking to find the aggressive jump in. Nair into another downer and a nefarious angle. The nefarious deceiver catching you all the way out there. Way at the ledge. The back air getting teched into the forward strong. Cape into dagger once more. CakeAssault is unmoved.
You have been deceived.
And he was coming into this set unconfident. come on, man.
I hate this guy.
Are you
I hate
kidding me?
this guy,
And this guy's
man.
crazy.
What's wrong with this guy?
Cake always seems to add an extra wrinkle to his offense and to his defense every time I see him play better and better. Sophie's given him a lot of trouble in the past. A lot of trouble. But the ledge play seems to be favoring Cake, despite that being some of Sophie's best work at playing defense and getting back to stage regardless, because we're seeing respect for Sophie's skill. It's like, oh, I know you're going to tech this, so I can put out a back air and just not assume that it's enough. He's never assuming that whatever he's done is enough until he sees the critical, the purple flash or the windscreen.
Absolutely, man. There's another counter. CakeAssault in the corner, covering his bridge support platform
let's get him far.
very, very well. Sophie has the right idea of bringing it to a stage like this, right? Recognizing we need the recovery mix-ups by any some way to get out of the corner. The platform pressure from CakeAssault has been absolutely demeaning so far. The pressure of you there, your own pressure from the corner. The upper coming out, the downer sending you all the way out there. The mix-up with the shine there as well, going so deep. Not going to find the stock, but Sophilo is starting to feel a little frisky.
I mean, she's keeping herself very, very alive here. Shine putting into tumble at these percents is important. It changes the offense that you can get off of a Shine. Oh, but sometimes you just need to forward a huge whiff punish. Sophie's starting to find a lot more jump-ins in this game number 4. I mean, it's different when you have your counter pick at your disposal. Shine back here, excellent stuff to convert into the downer. When you've got as much empty, wide space as you do on Merchant Port, sometimes just a jump-in fair is a tough thing to deal with. Yeah, the parry, you know,
dude, these pairs have been absolutely
they've
insane.
been on point.
Absolutely.
They've been
another
on
parry.
point. Sophie cannot get away with the Shine pressure that we're used to seeing from so many of the best setters because Cake is just reading and reacting to all different types of Shine patterns.
They've been on point, and Sophie cannot find the point for the life of her. Starting to mix up the Shine pressure there again. So they're playing immediately outside of that range with those distorts, waiting for Sophie to go for an aggressive approach in. Not going to find that grab, but another forwarder opting to play from center stage. Taking away with that forward strong cape, playing back with the back there as well. Forwards are coming out from CakeAssault, catching that roll in with that down tilt. Doesn't have the right height on that platform. So we're going to find the extension. The up strong is going to take it just barely. And finally, the combo game is coming to life.
Yo, Momo, that was so neutral as well. We're seeing Sophie keep up the patterns, keep up these, like, hey, I want to jump in. Hey, I want to do double jumps. Then, wow, that's unfortunate of an angle. Oh, but you make it back.
Now you're different. You're different.
I'm telling you, Sophie's active defense is crazy, and sometimes she just hits the right angle or finds the wall and shuts down these jumps. Rolling. Oh, you could have just held the ledge. Cake, one of his most devious mix-ups has consistently been, as the down strong takes the stock, when seeing his opponent hold the ledge, threatening ledge hog against force burst recovery, which is so strong, and saying, I'm going to ledge anyway because I know you're expecting me to go high.
Got flashbacks to Domo Grand Final.
Oh, yes.
Not going to talk about that, though. The counter coming out. The special counter coming out. So this is the last stock. Down the way again. Chasing him back to ledge. I'm out of shield. CakeAssault. Even those top platforms have been so good for Sophie to avoid the pressure from this force burst. Forwarder coming out again. Getting away from the corner. Near out of pressure again to avoid the Shine. Shine into the up strong. Not even afraid of the parry. Said, I'm still going to find it. I'm going to make it count. And we're going to go to a game number 5.
As I said earlier, gotta keep in mind of the tumble percents for Shine, and Sophie recognizing that tumble percent while Cake missed out maybe on a number or two, maybe on a hair or two, but that was a missed tech situation. Could have teched out of that or could have floor hugged through it. Instead, Sophie recognizes the proper percentages, finds the Shine up strong, moving quick, fast, and in a hurry to game 5. Both players winning on their counter picks reliably. But now there's no Tempest Peak on the board, which is Cake's more consistent counter pick option when given the chance. So we're going to Jules Vale for game number 5. Momo.
Running it all the way back here for the final game of this set. It's early on, Sophie looking for that grab. Sick and tired of these pairs. Like, you know what? I'm going to find my combo by any means necessary. And Cake is looking to match that energy as well. So another grab. Going to go for a forwarder out of the corner instead. Pressuring you from the shield from the platform with that Shine again. Going all the way out there. Sophilo not going to give CakeAssault a second to think about what's coming next. Down tilt. Catching the get up attack. Shine into a forwarder. The air dodge. CakeAssault is being put into the blender.
In the position where Cake wants to be, but now we're starting to pay out the parries. Sophie's starting to recognize how Cake has been getting out of her pressure time and time again. It's been with jumps, it's been with precise counter hits, and it's been with parries. And we're seeing everything get counterplayed, but Cake still has the offense, still has those tech chases on lock. Roll in, getting caught by reaction. Clone moving down, grabs ledge, doesn't send the right way off that down air, so we're back to neutral. Dash attacks. have been so good in this game, and the tipper down tilt, plenty of hit start to confirm the back air. Despite all the offense and all the momentum Sophie has had, it's still going. Cake might have taken the first stock, but Sophie's right there with a counterpunch.
No more stage, no problem. Gonna find the up strong conversion regardless. Now baiting out the parry there again. Sophie is sick and tired and gonna find that damage by any means necessary. CakeAssault, the exact same thing. Dash attack into the down tilt coming out. The high recovery, still gonna punish there with a crowd floor hug there on the dash attack. Sophie's still gonna find our way out of that combo. Not gonna find the conversion into the up strong just yet. To accentuate on that platform, the DI in to avoid the edge guard situation. Down tilt again into another forward strong, and that's going to take it. CakeAssault's ledge presence has been unmatched.
Tipper down tilt, just poking at every position where Sophie wants to recover. It could be a down B cancel, it could be the wall jump, it could be whatever. Tipper down tilt is there to meet her. Shine, forward strong, not on the mark. Barely whipping out a huge chance to even up the game. Sophie is getting caught again by these up tilts now. It counterplays everything. He's looking to find these forward tilts. Another forward cape rather. Going down, trying for another nair, but fireball, dash attack, shine with the tech. He recognizes the tumble percent now, and Cake's defense is still on point.
Hanging on here, looking for that down attack.
Down
That's the fourth out. The fourth though coming out there, looking to get back to the pity flip. Hanging on, that recovery goes high. Goes the get up attack all the way out of there. The waveland, not enough to make it back. Down coming out, once more, falls out of the forward strong, holding out. Was high recovery down there into the back air, and CakeAssault barely clutching it out with a toe stop. And game number 5. And getting his first win on Sophilo, putting himself into winners finals to face off against Stango.
Offline. First one against Sophie, offline.
Offline.
But hey, that's still huge. That's still like Cake in a position where, hey, you're going to be coming into Collision top 8. You're going to be coming in on winner side as expected. Like Cake is the number 2 seed here this evening, or this morning, rather, this entire weekend. The respect is still there. But Cake has been challenged time and time again across this entire R2CS season where, hey, you're not infallible. Hey, you're not the Iron Fortress that we're used to from CakeAssault, where you're not this all-supreme god of the video game. Everybody is pushing you to your limit, from Ron Gunshu to B-Bats to Stango to Boyko to Sophilo to everybody in between, to Marlon and more. But when push comes to shove, CakeAssault is still a player you have to respect for his